about 5 days after I got home, and I just wanted to give the rundown of what cities and villages I visited when I was in Dublin, as I didn't talk at all to the camera when I was there, as I was traveling with my mother, and to save costs, we shared a room, and honestly, I just didn't really want to talk. I just wanted to take in everything, because the country and where I went in Ireland was extremely beautiful, and throughout that trip I was between I guess two moods. First is wanting to just take it all in, and as well to capture it all, because it's again so beautiful there that I just couldn't help it. But yeah, I should say first full day we were there, so the Tuesday we landed, which was, well, not technically a full day then, but we did land quite early. And our third day back, we were in the city of Galway, and we were staying in accommodation in Galway for all 3 days. And the second day we did take a bus to the cliffs of Moher, and also explored a local village, which I'm blanking on the name of, in city Killarney or something of the sort. And then I should say overall, I'm sorry, but we were there 8 days, but we really explored 7th, as the final day, the Wednesday of the 28th, it was really a travel day, as our flight home was 11 a.m. and we were told we should get to the airport 2 to 3 hours before our flight, and that's what we did. So yeah, and we on the fourth day we did go to Dublin, where we explored, and we stayed in Dublin for the rest of the trip, and we did take excursions to 2 different villages, I believe, which was Malachi, I believe, was one village, and then our last village, so I think it was our second to last full day there, or our last full day there, I want to say, was Hoke, I believe it is. So yeah, it was extremely beautiful. We got luckier with the weather than we anticipated, as about 8 years ago we did go to Scotland, and it was quite cool there, and it did rain for most of the trip. And really on this one it only rained one day, and then maybe 20 minutes on another, so yeah, we got quite lucky with the weather. It's not too cold, and the weather, like, 1 second it was like once we wanted to take off our coats, and then the other put them back on. So yeah, I say travel like it's early fall, but really just listen to your body and when your heat tolerance, I guess. Yes, so. And I also did want to share the souvenirs I bought there, and most of them are quite a cheesy souvenirs. There was like a souvenir shop on every corner, essentially. But from Galway, I really got, well, I think I got a couple, but with my family, we always get magnets for every city we've been to. So this is the magnet for Galway, and the magnet for Dublin. And I also got this necklace for 13-year-olds, and this t-shirt, which I do like. So that's the, I guess, cheesy souvenirs. And the non-cheesy ones, when we were in Dublin, we stumbled on this like flea market thing where I found this picture, which I like quite a lot. I think I got it for about €2. And I did get one book there, as you saw through. There's a lot of beautiful bookstores. I would recommend, what is it? The bookstore I would recommend to visit if you're there is the Book Upstairs, I want to say, which is close to Trinity College, as it was very beautiful, very like local bookstore vibes. The one I did show was, oh god, it's called Hodges Figgis, which gave the vibe of a chain bookstore, I guess. But I did get one book, as it doesn't seem this book is published in the US. It's only published in the UK in English. I can find it in the US in any bookstore or in my local library, and I didn't want to try it. I believe I heard from it from my father for fiction like years ago. So, but anyway, the book I got was Typolo Blue by James Cahill. Yeah, I'm very intrigued about this one. So yeah. So that was my journey to Ireland. I'm not gonna do I was not gonna do my typical intro, but not intro, outro, sorry. But I do want to ask, leave a comment below telling me the last place you visited, just because I'm just curious. So yeah.